Okay. Very excited to be here. And first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Shang Ma. I'm working for Amazon. And specifically, I'm working on physical retail technologies and that enable our customers to shop better. And then currently, I'm the head of research for Amazon Dashcard, which is a new product that we just introduced. So exciting to let you know what we have done and what computer vision and AI has been changing our customers' shopping experience. Before I go deeper into this presentation, I like to say that really I'm a computer vision guy. I got my PhD like maybe 13, 14 years ago, and then really see a lot of new applications coming in, and also the advantage of like neural network transformers has been really, really greatly improve the real world applications, and that's very exciting, ranging from autonomous driving, retail, and online and offline. Everything is being powered by computer vision. And inside Amazon, we actually have a lot of computer vision scientists as well to work on various problems to improve the experience of our customers. So I'll give example that's not in this presentation, right? Like Prime Video that you probably are using. There's a lot of computer vision in understanding content and recommending the best content to our customers. Recognition in AWS actually helping customers to recognize a lot of things online. And also Alexa, you might think Alexa is language. Alexa started integrating computer vision to understand how people speak, right? Because in an environment where you have many people talking, how do I know who's whom? And also robotics, right? Amazon is driven by a lot of efficiency to deliver packages to customers. And then there's a lot of robotics running in the warehouses. And of course, Lux is our partner working on the next generation autonomous driving system. Very excited to present Amazon, but today you're going to only see a small part of what's going on within Amazon. Okay, so today's talk will be consist, first of all, a look back and a walk back of the opportunities and also what are the challenges that our customers facing in physical retail. Because in Amazon, we always work backwards from our customer needs. And that's how Amazon is continuing to be a successful company. And we also have a bunch of solutions. Actually, today I'm going to cover a few of them, including Amazon Dashcard, Amazon Go, or just workout. It's the same thing, but some people are confusing with that. I'll also let you know why we give it a different name. And also Amazon One. And lastly, I'll just conclude the talk, and then anyone can ask me any questions. Okay, so what are the opportunities or challenges that our customer is facing in physical retail? I would like people inside the room to think about that. So I'll just do some little exercise to kind of tease people. First of all, how many of us has been shopped in the past week or the past weekend in a grocery store? Raise your hand, please. Oh, a lot. So we do a lot of physical shopping. Then the next question would be, how do you like your experience? Good? Some good? Okay, well, what are the wishes that you might have or you might want when you are shopping in a grocery environment?
I was biking quite further down the Nahant, and then I was hungry. And also thirsty, I wanted to buy water, and they didn't accept Apple Pay. And I waited in the line for a really long time in Walmart.
I see, so it's like a payment system.
Yes, I waited in the long line for the self-checkout.
Right, it's a long line as well. So other things?
No digital payment.
Sorry?
Finding
the item, right? And others?
misplaced item.
Misplaced item. Okay. Others?
Self-checkout always calls a human over anyways.
What do you mean? Oh, a self-checkout will have a human come over, right?
Every time.
Awesome. So
Items. I have one.
expired item. Okay, great. So, out of the small group here, which are computer vision experts, we all know what are the problem of the customer. Of course, Amazon did a lot of customer research to understand what are the needs for customers. So there's a few examples that we found out the customers think that we should improve, right? Number one, you can see a picture here. There's a long checkout line. This is almost like the most painful thing when you're going to a grocery store, right? You want to check out fast, and then you see a long line. And there's no way you can skip that line, and you have to wait. And time is precious, right? And the second thing, I think this is especially during the pandemic and also the inflation right now, that many of our customers say that they have no knowledge of how much you spent, especially the price of the product becoming higher, and you end up with a really long receipt, and then that's too much, and you broke your bank, right? Or credit card being declined because of that. We actually see many cases like that. Some of the other challenges our customer facing, right? When you go to the store, you want to buy things, they're out of stock. So how do you solve that problem, right? Like, I mean, you spend an hour or half an hour, go to the store, and you found nothing you can buy. And then lastly, someone of us already said, right? Where's my product? This is not a typical shopping store, but you can see how challenging it is to find out what you want, right? There are just so many choices, but you don't know where it is. So most of the time, your store is to finding where the product is. Okay, so not only Amazon found this, but this is also independent research that also shows that actually innovation for consumers, especially in the physical retail, is must-have. You can see here, these are some independent surveys that asking customer what are the pain points people are having. So number one, you can see on the left, is long queue for payment, checkout. The second one, I don't know, they're all similar, but let me pick one, difficulty locating products. And also there's products are out of stock, and there's also lack of product information. I'm not sure if you know that, but when you're trying to buy things, you don't know whether there's anything that's comparable, whether there's a deal for that, right? You want to buy the best product and also save money. And then lastly, not able to find an associate to help, right? You're in a situation where you want to getting some help and nobody's there helping you. You know, how do our customer, so these are actually the findings or the problem space we're trying to dealing with. Our solutions. The first solution I would like to introduce is called Dash Cart. So how Dash Cart is different from traditional retail that we have right now, right? We all have a shopping cart. So in the traditional retail, we have a long checkout line that we all know. And our Dash Cart is designed to just walk out with the cart. So you don't have to stay in the line. There's a special line for Dash Cart, and you don't have to see anybody. You just go. There's no knowledge of spending, right? You don't know how much you spend while you're shopping until you go to the checkout. We have a real-time spending preview on the screen, and you can see how much you spend. If you feel you spend too much, you just pull it out. Where's my product? We have a real-time location system in our cart that could tell you where the product is and also where to find the product. Lack of product information. We have a rich real-time product information and recommendation on the screen, and you can not only see a lot of information about the product, also what are the similar products nearby that you can choose. You can find associate to help, right? Our cart is actually a smart shopping system that's integrated with the store associate tools. So whenever you need help, you just click a button and the associate will know where you are because we know where the cart is, and they're coming over to help. And if you don't have any issue, you can just go, right? That's kind of as easy as you don't want to interact with anyone. It's your own shopping experience. And in addition to that, we also provide coupons, deals, shopping lists, which can help you a lot with checkout. So this is the first generation of the Dash Cart, which is launched back in 2020, and it's currently running in a chain of Amazon Fresh stores. And you can see here we have a bunch of sensors and cameras embedded into the system. We have vision system, which can detect in real time what product people buy and whether they buy or return it in real time to give customer feedback. We also have the touch screen that the customer can see the information and interact with the system. We also have real-time spending updates, which you can see how much you have spent. We also have the in-cart scale. This is very unique. You can put a produced item, which are sold by weight, and it's going to be weighing it. And you can directly purchase bananas, apples, all these things that's been challenging to buy in the traditional way. We also have very easy push wheels. We actually put a lot of efforts on making sure the cart is easy to push. Sometimes you feel like it's not hard, not easy to move around. And also we have a removable battery. The removable battery is actually helping our associate who's maintaining this car be easily swap the battery because it's powered by battery, and then to help the customers to continue having a good experience. And lastly, we have a real-time location system which can tell in real time where the car is, and based on that, we can also build out knowledge of where the product is. Okay, so you might wonder, we have a first generation already in the field for 2 years, which is pretty successful, and customers love it. If you go to YouTube, you can see how many customers are saying, wow, nice, how easy it is to shop. But Amazon never stopped improving our product. So just this year, this is also new, many of you might not know, that we launched our second generation dash cart. And you can see here, there are many more features than the first generation. And we launched this product first with our partner, Whole Foods. As a matter of fact, if you're in Boston area, you can go to Westford Whole Foods, and it's actually there, so you can go test it. We also have another store right now in Texas, San Antonio. If you're in Texas area, you can also go there and test. And we're going to launch more. So what are the same things and difference, right? We still keep the real-time spending because that's what the customer want. We keep the real-time location system because the customer want to know where the product is and where the cart is. We also add something like anti-glare touchscreen so that you can see things very clearly. That's actually upgrade. We also have a lot of things going on with improving the robustness of the cart. Because a shopping cart is a thing that people will sometimes smash into some structure in the store. We want to make sure the cart is durable for our customers. So we have done a lot of measures and design to make sure it is weatherproof. We actually tested it is IP55 waterproof. Also, it's actually can actually stand minus 40 to 40 degrees C in outdoor environment, because sometimes the car will be pushed out and then left in the parking lot, right? And then we also have shock-proof, where meaning if you just drop the cart or you actually clap with something, the cart is still safe. And also we have in-car skills, and we have 2 skills now, because we want to also help the customer with the bulky items in the bottom. So now you can actually put more bulky items in the bottom and also increase the usability of the cart. And in addition, we also have branding customization for this, right? You see like a green color here, but we can give whatever design customizable, and also the screen is customizable as well for any customer who want to work with us. Okay, so here's the customer journey. I'm going to play a video. Hopefully it can play. So the customer will log in with their phone, and then they can start scanning item as they shop. They can wait item while they shop, and the card will tell them how much. And you can see the receipt in real time, summary, and everything. And when you're done, you just skip the line. You just pushed it out. Okay, before I move on, I would like to say this is a great work from my colleagues, my team in Boston area. So we're actually having offices here. And the next few products are actually our colleagues are in Seattle and other areas. So the second product we are developing, this is actually a little earlier than the dash cart technology, is called Just Workout. How many of you know Just Workout? Oh, a few. How many of you know Amazon Go? More, right? So you might wonder, what's the difference of Just Workout and Amazon Go? So Amazon Go started as a project. Then we launched the Amazon Go product in an Amazon Go store back in 2018. And then we have been learning a lot by how can we build a store such that it is good for our customers, right? And the Just Workout is basically a new spin-off that, or like a new offering, not only can serve the needs of the Amazon, but can serve the needs for 3P customers, like whoever want to embed the system into their store and making the store be an autonomous checkout store. And that's kind of the difference, right? Just Workout is the technology that enable our customers, and Amazon Go is sort of a owned store empowered by the Just Workout technology. So what's the experience for our customer, right? We have put a lot of computer vision, sensor fusion, and deep learning technologies into this whole system, and it's all running behind the scene that our customer even don't feel it. if you ever go to an Amazon Go store or a Just Walk Out Power store, the experience would be you come to the entrance, you scan your phone or you scan your palm, and then you just go. And inside the store, you can grab whatever you want. Either you put it in the cart or you put it in the bag or put it in your hands, and you just go out. That's as easy as the Just Walk Out. So how did we do that? You can see in the middle there's a picture, right? And on the right side there's a picture. So we put a lot of sensors and cameras into the system. And we also do real-time understanding of what customer has bought, have they returned anything, who's buying what, right? This seems to be a simple problem in definition, but it's a very hard problem in reality, right? There could be people who's actually shopping as a family, and you know they might hand over things to different people. So we have a lot of challenges in there, but we've been making really good progress on maintaining a high accuracy of the system up to date, and that's what is more important for our customer. So what did we do? Like behind the scene, right, there's a bunch of technologies from computer vision and AI that's kind of empowering this. So we're using sensors and cameras. Of course, we need to do a continuous calibration of the sensor camera, making sure they're all working as expected. And then we also have person detection, which can identify who is buying the product. And we also have object recognition, which will understand what the customer bought. And also we have post estimation, because sometimes you can buy a product or return a product back to the shelf. We also have analytics, which are actually something that we offer to the stores to better optimize how their products are placed. Also, lastly, everybody knows sensor fusion is the solution for increasing robustness of the system. Okay, so last but not least, this is another product that's powered by computer vision. It's called Amazon One. We just developed this most recently, but it's also available to all customers to use. So what is the Amazon One, right? If you look at the bottom, it's kind of a device that can identify the customer. So the customer come into whatever place where they want to pay, they want to identify themselves, they don't have to carry a wallet or a credit card. So in more details, right, this is a very safe and easy and most convenient way of entering or exit of something, a store, for example, and also identify the identity, so you don't have to like present the ID or something. And also, it's integrated as a payment system, right? If you hook this with the payment system, then this can also pay itself. So you're in full control of your own payment system, and also the thing is, no two palms alike. So you might think that what if somebody else is like paying or using my thing? It's not going to be the same. Also, it's contactless. I think this is very important during the pandemic. People don't want to touch anything. But this is not driven by the COVID, right? It's just been so easy. And how did it work, right? So you can see here, there's some visualization. The palm is actually consists of very tiny, unique features, and that's actually on and also below the surface. And those are actually the features that we use to detect, and also by our technology behind the scenes. So our technology, within a few seconds or seconds, our process and the computer vision algorithm is going to capture and also encrypt the palm images, because encryption is important. We don't want anybody to steal it. And then once we have that, then we have the customer could also associate it with their Amazon account or any other account. Then this really the signature captured will be the way of identifying the customer. And with that, I'd like to conclude my talk. I know, there's a lot of information that's being displayed, but also I'm very fortunate that this Computer Vision Summit is happening, and I see a lot of talents in Boston as well. So my team is in Boston. We have a Seaport office right across the river, if you know Seaport. We also have an office in the suburb. If you prefer suburb, it's near the Westboro area. And we're also hiring. So if you're interested, please join us to improve our product and then scale to the world. Thank you. And I think that concludes my talk.
Thank you, Sean. It's breaking. Okay. Questions? I see you. All right.
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. Very challenging and
Introduce yourself first.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, my name is Mathias Odisio. I lead the computer vision team for climate technology at Baker Hughes. So yeah, my question was, how do you integrate privacy in the design of these products?
That's a very good question. Actually, privacy is number one rule for our system when we design it. So anything we do with the data, Amazon has a very strict way and also policy and also processes to certify. Actually, whatever we do, actually we have to first pass all the certification, right? Both internal and externally. Inside Amazon, we have a very strict certification process to understand what data is captured, what data is stored, what data is used, and then what's the data lifetime, and then when the data is going to be deleted, whether there's any personal information being identified, and we actually treat the information also securely as well, so that no personal identification information should be stored and also viewed by a human. So also we work with the government, local government, and then regional government to figure out the policies and also certification. For example, GDPR, we're operating in Europe as well. So we'll make sure both everywhere we offer our product, we put the privacy first. So that's our number one thing. So if there's anything that's like, for example, we can, for example, we want to make sure our customers' privacy is number one. Then let's say we need some data, but we cannot get it because of privacy issue, then we have to find other ways to deal with it. Hope that answered your question.
So a couple of questions. The first one has to do with the cart. Is there any study that Amazon, I'm sure they did, of just scanning with your phone versus this, like scanning with your phone of the QR code and finally billing, getting all the offers and stuff? It seems like a much less expensive model compared to the card. I understand that you just have to put it in, nothing else. That's the first question. And the second one is would it be possible for you to touch upon the computer vision aspect of Amazon Go? Because it seems like a very complex problem, as you mentioned, the family aspect of it, or even just picking up a product and put it back. Because from one of the old videos that I've watched, Amazon also created custom QR codes for some of the products. Yeah, so how do you handle, say, a new product, any random product that is into the system, very new, because it's a very dynamic condition where, a product can be from
Okay, thank you. Those are good questions. Let me just answer one, and then the other one, hopefully I can answer it. So for the kind of what you're saying, why don't we have a phone that scan item, right? There's already a product like that. It's called Scan Go. If you go to some stores, there's a Scan Go solution. And the Scan Go is really convenient, right? You just pull your phone and there's an app and you can scan things. There's actually a convenience versus also another aspect is shrink, right? We actually think that the Scan Go is a kind of a product out there. We studied it, but there's actually concerns from the merchants that the Scan Go is not the long-term solution for them. At least the feedback from them is like that. And then the card offer really high, F&A, fraud and abuse or shrink prevention. And then that's kind of the competing, I would say, advantage of the cards versus like just a phone. But we are exploring all the different options, like you said, a phone app or whatever, but then our decision is to make a card right now because that's the customer needs from a merchant perspective. And then the second question for Amazon Go, it is a very complex system. That's why we put a lot of efforts, and I would say this is the most interesting problem, also most challenging problem, right? If you think about a lot of cameras, real-time detection, tracking, and recognition, build that system is not easy. But we build it, and then we successfully iterate on it. There's a lot of talented people put their days and nights to put this together and also continue improving and keeping the accuracy as high as possible. So I would say if you want to know more, you should join the team. Then you will know more.
One last quick question. How big part of that Amazon Go is synthetic data?
Synthetic data is also a big part of the Amazon Go, right? Because like any other computer vision world, You can't really collect all the data, and then you have to create a simulation tool to simulate the data. Yes, you're right. We have a lot of simulation offline, generating those scenarios of unknown scenes and unknown behaviors to help us to train our model to be robust to real-world situations. Okay.
Hi, I'm Janko from Signify. I'm working for computer vision related work. I have two questions. One is, what is the production cost of the card? The second one is, how can you handle a situation where when someone bring the card to their home? How can you track it?
That's a very good question. So let me first answer this first question. The cost of the card is a confidential information. If you're interested in collaborating with us and deploying the cards in your store, we can disclose that. But at this moment, I can say that it's actually at a point where we can confidently giving our customer offering, and then customer is really happy with this price point. But I cannot tell you how much. The second question, right? What if someone bring the card home? That's a very good question. So I guess that depends on what's the purpose of that, right? Is that this one person want to develop some technology using card, or they want to steal the card?
They just want to steal it and use it at home.
Yeah, so we have a lot of measurement as well in securing our card, right? So just the FYI, we have integrated with geofencing and also integrated with detection and also security measurement to wipe things out when there's actually something happen, someone opened this device and trying to see what's going on inside. So we have a lot of measurement, and the first thing is we can track it. If you bring it home, we will see it. We know where it is. And then, was there any? But we also welcome anyone who's interested in collaborating with us and using our cards for their use cases. One interesting part of it is during pandemic, I remember we shipped the cards to our employees' home, and they can test things and continue to develop. Because in 2019, the breakout of the COVID really make it hard for people. We actually just secretly shipped the cards to their basement, and they can start developing. That's kind of our solution in that time. That's why I'm asking, what's the purpose? And I believe most people want to use the card in the store, not at home.
All right, so last question is there. Sorry, she was in queue before you.
Hi, thank you. My name is Megan McNeil, and I work for Bosler, which provides products like cameras to people for computer vision problems. I was curious if you can talk at a high level about what effect price has for deploying these types of hardware infrastructure into grocery stores. Have you found that to be a barrier in the acceptance of this technology or not?
Sorry, you said price?
Price,
What's the
yeah.
price? What's the price?
I'm not asking what the price is. I'm just asking if you find that to be a barrier for
Oh, you
adoption.
mean the price of the dash card or price
The dash card, of the Go, of whatever the hardware, right?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. I would say price is just one of the factors, right? For any consumer-facing electronics, price is key, right? You want to have something cheaper, and our customer also wants something cheaper. But it's just one dimension of that problem. So price is one point that we need to consider. We always consider it in our product offering, but also there's performance, right? Do you want to have high accuracy? And also we want to save power because, to also save power is save the earth, right? We want to have lower carbon footprint, and also we want to have less effort from our partners who maintain and work with the card to, for example, we want the battery to run really long, right? Just like your iPhone, we want it to run the full day, but we also want to achieve high accuracy, and also we want to offer the best experience to our customers. So it's always like a very complex problem, and we cannot really just say one factor is dominating all the decisions we're making.
All right, unfortunately, we're out of time, but I do know Sean is going to stick around because he's really trying to recruit. So please ask questions directly there. We're going to move over to our next talk, and let's give Sean a hand for excellent presentation.
Thank you, everyone.